The wizard claims the science fiction Mantle soft disclosure, Mars blocks, white papers, sailboats, timelines, and the joy of building anyway. God bless. It was Thursday night again. Naturally, the wizard was on his sailboat. The marina was quiet, the water was dark, and the little cabin felt like a floating command center between worlds. He sat there remembering. Not one memory. All of them. Childhood visitors in the night. Shadow beings. Imaginary friends. Possible ETs. Possible dreams. Possible fragments from timelines that had not yet agreed on what they were. Then came the books. UFO books. Science fiction books. Astronomy books. Anything the library would allow him to carry home. The wizard smiled. Somewhere, perhaps, there was still a permanent record of every strange book he had ever checked out. If so, it was probably classified under Boy Attempting to Decode the Universe Before Supper. The long apprenticeship the wizard had walked through many schools of life. The Air Force taught him aerospace, discipline, electronics, radar, survival, and the strange seriousness of machines built for war. Telecommunications taught him invisible networks. Robotics taught him bodies for intelligence. Artificial intelligence taught him mirrors of consciousness. Mysticism taught him that not every signal travels through copper wire. Ministry taught him that words can heal or wound. Business taught him that visions require invoices. And life taught him that cats, somehow, remain in charge. The soft disclosure path. For years the wizard had written ideas, white papers, concepts, warnings, proposals, and strange technical dreams. Some disappeared. Some accounts vanished. Some posts were buried. Some systems seemed to reject what he was trying to say. Maybe it was censorship. Maybe algorithms. Maybe coincidence. Maybe the old guard did not like certain doors being opened. The wizard no longer needed to prove every mechanism. He simply understood the lesson. If one road closes, write another road into existence. The new role that night, the wizard made peace with something. He did not have to be only inventor, businessman, investigator, minister, consultant, engineer, UFO witness, disclosure researcher, or prototype builder. He could be something larger and freer. A premier science fiction writer. Not fiction as escape. Fiction as translation. Fiction as soft disclosure. Fiction as a safe container for dangerous ideas. Fiction as the bridge between classified rumor, spiritual intuition, engineering possibility, and public imagination. The wizard laughed softly. If they won't let me file it as a report, I'll publish it as a story. The timeline theory. He considered again the idea that every word, thought, and action bends reality. Maybe not always dramatically. Maybe not with thunder and lightning. But subtly. A sentence spoken kindly may create one future. A sentence spoken cruelly may create another. A design drawn on a napkin may become a colony. A conversation with a neighbor may become the Mars block system. A joke may become a philosophy. A dream may become a blueprint. The wizard wrote, "Timelines are not only traveled, they are authored." The Mars block breakthrough. The latest concept still glowed in his mind, the Mars block. A modular building system imagined from earthly observation but aimed at worlds beyond Earth. Blocks that could become domes, tunnels, Quonset habitats, radiation shielding, insulation systems, heating and cooling channels, energy pathways, agricultural walls, and resilient shelters for Earth or Mars. It had begun simply. A thought. A neighborly observation. A conversation. A sketch. Then suddenly it became part of a larger architecture for future civilization. The wizard grinned. That was how the universe worked with him. It dropped one brick at a time until suddenly he realized he was designing a city. Yvette the Butterfly Then. There was Yvette, drifting in and out of the story like a butterfly carrying humanitarian signals between worlds. Sometimes present, sometimes distant, sometimes full of promise, sometimes needing time. The wizard had learned not to chase every butterfly. Some things must land when ready. But he felt the thread remained alive. Humanitarian projects, wellness, communications, security, healing, future funding. The great work still shimmered somewhere ahead. Intellectual property of the soul. The wizard looked around the sailboat cabin. It did not look like a corporate headquarters. It looked like a cluttered floating wizard den. But inside the notebooks, recordings, chats, sketches, and memories was something valuable: intellectual property. Not just patents. Not just business plans. But a living archive of Mars habitats, robotics, AI, human co-creation, biomedical sensing, healing pods, resilient houses, energy systems, Tartarian research, disclosure narratives, timeline stories, and practical business pathways. The wizard realized, I may not yet know which idea funds the future, but I know the future is being seeded. The decision. So he made a simple decision. He would keep writing, keep building, keep consulting, keep drafting white papers, keep making business plans, keep designing prototypes, keep telling stories, keep watching the cats, keep laughing, keep praying, keep going. Not because everything was certain, but because creation itself was the path. Final entry. The wizard opened his notebook and wrote, I accept the mantle of science fiction writer, soft disclosure storyteller, inventor, consultant, and builder of possible futures. Then added, the stories are not separate from the prototypes. The prototypes are not separate from the prayers. The prayers are not separate from the timelines. And finally, if the money comes, we build. If the money delays, we write. If the world shifts, we adapt. If the cats interrupt, we film them for YouTube. The sailboat rocked gently. The future remained uncertain. But it no longer felt empty. It felt writable. God bless. Global Robotics Corporation. Robert Coley.